Hello, Sky Friends, and welcome to Seasons of Skyrend, Book 4. We're a custom 5e D&D adventure that focuses on the stories of our characters as they seek to change the world, and how the world responds in turn. I am your host and DM, Scott, and you can find me on Twitter at @TheScottBlake.
Hi, I'm Chris, and you can find me at EwokKiller on Twitter. I play Finnigan Finn Tempest, a Tiefling Trainer, which is a Skyrend original class supported by the Metalweave Games supplement Baby Bestiary. Finn is the trainer of Cerilius, a blue guard drake.
Hi, my name is Nate. You can find me on Twitter at Skyrend_Nate. I play Darvin Grimm, the human monk, and I am currently hosting Cade, the demigod of the land in my brain.
Hi, I'm Shannon. You can find me on Twitter at Skyrend_Shannon. I play Arannis Grey, the god of rebellion, and I am a half-elf bard.
You can also find the show on Twitter at Skyrend Podcast, and you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Skyrend Podcast. Head on over to find out about bonus chapters, early access, NPC creation, and more. Now then, thank you for joining us, and please enjoy this chapter in Seasons of Skyrend. Leaving Caravel, Rystos did his best to share new divine knowledge with Darvin, Arannis, and Finnigan. If it was meant to be a secret, he simply didn't care. He has made no secret of the fact that he doesn't like the gods, so unveiling the fear behind their doctrines was an easy choice for him. After imparting this wisdom, he led Arannis and Darvin in exercises to improve their divine and demi-divine abilities. Arannis learned how to tap into a larger pool of divine magic, while Darvin worked with Cade to learn how to unleash fissures in the land. No sooner did the lessons finish than a new threat appeared. Sailing quickly on the ocean branch above, the tides of fortune appeared with drunken songs and explosive light displays. The Bard's Rebellion crew did their best to leave peacefully, but soon the ship's Priest of Narlook helped conjure a water vortex in an effort to ensnare them. Though unsuccessful, the ship and her crew were far from finished. The explosive fireworks were soon aimed directly at the wagons trying to escape. Finnigan made the decision to return fire in an attempt to slow the ship, unleashing a fireball that took out part of the mast and sails and decidedly moved the encounter from an annoyance to combat. Darvin, summoning all of Cade's power available to him, launched himself, Arannis, Finnigan, and Cyril onto the deck of the ship. Standing face to face with the ship's crew and the illustrious Captain Edmundsen, you thought you would be better equipped to put an end to this harassment while also keeping your traveling companions safe. However, the tides of fortune was not the only threat today. A stampede of oversized boars rushed your companions below, serving as a distraction from the swarms of osprey that swooped in. Amidst the confusion, groups of ospreys lifted Sam, Carolina, and Seth into the air as their captives. Though the party may not know it, Captain Edmundsen's efforts are a distraction from Baldacchino's to kidnap their friends and keep them off course as part of a larger glamour plot. As your friends are lifted into the air, the ship's crew quickly arms themselves. They move to protect their captain and to safeguard their ship. Various crew members approach with cutlasses, cudgels, broken bottles, and magical implements. In the ship's lines above, bows are being drawn. The Tides of Fortune is a ship of adventure and conquest, and her crew will brook no unwanted borders. Everyone, roll initiative.
Oh, Lord. Well, we know how my night's gonna go.
Same.
Crap. We're screwed.
Or maybe we get the low rolls out of the way during initiative. Maybe that's how it works.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay. Finnigan.
9. No, wait, I'm sorry, 10.
Woohoo. Big money.
Arannis.
11. Take
Darvin.
that, 10.
9.
Oh my
Well, on the
God.
plus side, we're all going to die together.
Yay!
There's going to be a nice little string of your actions then. Arannis, Finnigan, Cyril, Darvin. All right. I need to roll for a few different groups here. First, those ospreys. And we need some pirates. Or, sorry, not pirates. We need some fine, upstanding sailors. Ay. I guess we're not all that different. You and I.
Just you and I.
I mean, yeah, this is rough. All right, I'm going to separate these crew. I'm going to separate Captain Edmundsen's crew into 2 groups. One of them is decidedly more dangerous than the other. Uh-huh. And then if Lemons shows up, we'll deal with him when he gets here. In case anybody forgot. The captain has himself a companion, a capital C companion, who is very good at the fighting. But yeah, it looks like all of our initiatives are between 9 and 12 today. So
Wow.
Uh-huh. That's just how those dice are going to roll. Oh, I guess I should also roll 1 for your friends down on the ground. Hey, look, a 9. Good times. So, you all land on the deck of the ship. The crew of the Tides of Fortune begins arming themselves, protecting their captain, and moving to intercept you. Whether they want to kill you, capture you, or simply throw you off the ship, you can't say for certain. But the first thing that happens is those ospreys, the swarms of birds, lift your friends higher up into the air. They are now a good 75 feet up, and they are turning in the air to move in the other direction, kind of like on a perpendicular path to this ocean branch. And they're going to be flying away when they get the chance. Not a good position for your 3 friends.
How far are they from us at this point?
Probably like 50 or 60 feet. The ship was pretty close to where the wagons were and where your friends were, so they haven't been able to get much lateral distance away. First step was coming upwards, making it harder for them to drop down. And I think I will just go ahead and say this now, like, you all recognize those as birds? Like, sorry, that sounded very condescending. You all recognize this as just this huge swarm of birds, of ospreys, but this is not a natural thing for them to be doing. Like, lifting up whole ass humans and Tamani off the ground. If their goal was to eat them, they would have probably tried to kill them first. Or they would have picked smaller prey. So something is definitely odd about that, but I don't know if that's a major concern just yet. After that, so the first thing that's going to happen, from the rear of the ship, still in between where you are and where the captain is farther back. He's got many crew members in between y'all. There's a merfolk in what appears to be like a robe, a bluish green robe, hood pulled up. He's going to advance forward. He's going to see the large group of you, and he's going to issue a simple command, and that is, get off our ship. And then he's going to make an attack, going to cast Cone of Cold. So, everybody, this is fun. Everybody, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, what?
I know.
Oh, this is going to be a shitty night, guys. This is the night that I die.
God damn it.
God damn it.
This is for everybody, right? Including Cyril?
Yeah, it's a cone 60 feet. Sorry, it's a 60-foot cone. And since you all just landed on the deck, this seemed like the opportune time to take this action.
Hey, call out who you want, Scott. I think we're all ready.
Let's go reverse order this time. Darvin.
12.
Arannis.
I rolled a gentleman's 8.
Ooh. Cyril.
Cyril's going to be a 11.
Finnigan.
He's going to join that and also come up with an 11.
Oh my.
Like I said, this is the night where we die.
This This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. I'm going to roll this damage, and then I'm going to have a question for the good Captain Edmundsen.
Wait. Before he does that, I want to use my Ring of Spell Storing and try and capture it.
Oh, Ring of Spell Confiscation.
Yes. Sorry, yes. As my reaction.
Okay.
So that's an Arcana check.
Let's give this a shot. Where's the ring here? Okay. Make an Arcana Intelligence skill check with the DC equal to his spell save DC.
It's a 25.
Okay, yeah, the DC is nowhere near that high.
Okay.
Cool. So,
Gonna need stats for that.
all right. This merfolk places his hands in front of him, fires out this blast of cold, and Finnigan absorbs it into this ring.
Holy shit.
And I respond back with, let's see, he just said, get off our ship.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like, literally, I think when I use it, I just like throw the fist out and it just sucks it in. And I say, "Oi, stand down if you value your lives."
Nice.
Oh man, we were so screwed, and we're still screwed. But that was awesome.
That was a good maybe save.
That was an excellent save, as Cone of Cold deals 8d8 damage.
Motherfucker!
I'm glad I remembered I had that reaction.
Motherfucker! What?
So, Finnigan, your finger gets really cold for a moment as you absorb this spell.
Ooh, chilly.
So it's Cone of Cold, which is the spell. That is a 5th level spell. And his spell save DC, 16.
Thank you.
Some stuff in there now, man.
Yep.
Ooh. All right, well, that's very nicely done. Very nicely done. You have one pissed merfolk standing right there. But he is very much so not alone. Ooh. After the merfolk, Captain Edmundsen also has a Sahuagin on board who would like to say something. This is Captain Edmundsen's. This is the Tides of Fortune's Priest of Narlook. Priests of Narlook on board ships are used to help control, manipulate the water for easy sailing. Wouldn't be a good ship without a Priest of Narlook or a Priest of Favon. This priest, though, likes to get their hands dirty. Quite literally. Because they don't have a weapon other than what the good gods gave them. So let's see. Oh, no, he's going to attack Finnigan. Finnigan just absorbed a spell. That's not cool. Finnigan, Are you at max health?
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
I'm at about 60% right now.
Because Sahuagin, at least this one, has that wonderful thing like sharks have. And that's getting advantage on creatures that don't have all their health.
Yep.
I'm going to need you to call the number on the die, buddy.
Okay. Let's get some advantageous rolls here.
With my 12 AC.
He's going to rush the deck. And as Finnigan has this hand out, absorbing the spell, he is going to slash at that hand with his claws first. Ooh, that's an 18 on the die.
I can't do anything about that.
Give me 1 second. I'm likely going to not do this, but I just want to double check and make sure I remember the full stats for shield. I think it's a +5, but yep, I'm not going to use it because my AC is 12. So go ahead and do the hit.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not meant to be in combat.
Well, I'm sure once it gets to be your turn, you can do something about that. But for now, do you have any sort of like damage resistances in terms of anything? There's going to be some slashing and some cold.
Let me check. I think it's just fire. Yeah, it's just fire.
Okay. There's going to be some slashing and some cold damage.
Oh, yeah.
Because as this Sahuagin rakes their claws along your arm, you feel your blood begin to drip out and then freeze inside your arm for a moment. Extra kick. 25 total damage.
Holy shit.
The
I'm at
captain's,
half health now.
the captain's top tier crew got to go first, unfortunately. And now he's going to try to bite you. He's just going to try to latch onto your arm.
Bring it on.
Again, I'm going to need the number on the die, please.
The highest on that one was a 7.
Okay, I'm going to use, what am I doing?
Cutting words?
Cutting words. That's
Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration, but it was more specific than that. It was cutting words. I feel like I haven't done this in a while.
It's been a while.
I'm literally I'm gonna yell at him to pick on somebody his own size. I don't know how big he is. I don't care. I just
Medium, probably buffer than Finnigan.
whatever. Hey, jerk! Pick on somebody your own size.
All right, roll your die.
I got an 8.
Ooh, no, that's very good.
Makes it a -1. Nice.
It does. We can only hope.
In which case, yeah, you're going to distract him. Finnegan's going to be able to pull his arm out of the way in time, and there's just right into the air. And he looks up at you and squints. Very displeased with you, very displeased. Up next, let's see, what can this gal do? What is she about? Ooh, she knows a little bit of magic. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, I think she's going to hold back for a moment and use one of these spells rather than coming up and attacking directly. She's a decent fighter, but has a few good spells up here, and I think she's going to be wise enough to know, like, we'll just let the normal crew go and get themselves hurt. I will hang back for now. And let's see, there are 3 of you plus Cyril. I don't think she wants to target Cyril. She probably figures Cyril's under one of your control. So let's just go Finnigan, Arannis, Darvin here, and I'm going to roll a die. Finnigan.
Awesome. Fuck you, Skeplik.
Blame the D6. Blame the D6.
Nope.
It's all right. That means Darvin gets the next person that comes up. Finnigan.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to cast a spell at you. This is a very fish-looking fiend. She's in pretty decent sailing gear, got some nice high boots, got a jaunty hat, and she has a wand that looks like a little triton. And let's see, which spell? Oh, they're both wisdom saving throws.
Awesome.
Yeah. She's gonna go big. She's gonna go. Yeah. This one's bigger. So, okay. Oh, you're a fiend. Or sorry, you're a tiefling. She's a fiend. There's a little bit of a connection there. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw as she casts Phantasmal Killer.
Fuck me. That's an 11.
Oof. I was going to say, her spell save isn't incredible, but it's higher than 11. All right. She taps into your nightmares to create an illusory manifestation of your deepest fear, visible only to you. Finnigan, what is that fear?
Currently the best manifestation of it would be like watching Cyril die in front of me.
Oh, I'm sad now. I don't want to imagine Cyril dying, like, over and over and over again. For the duration, while you're affected by this spell, you are frightened. So you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while she is in sight. So if you're doing anything with spell saves, then you're good. And you can't willingly move closer to her, which again, I don't figure is going to be an issue. At the end of each of your turns, before this spell ends, you have to make a wisdom saving throw or take damage. So no damage right now. Right now it's just fear, as this image of Cyril dying over and over again plays out in front of you. And then finally, Darvin. Darvin, you've got a special friend here that you didn't know about.
Oh, good.
From the lines above you in the ship drops down an assailant. This is another Sahuagin who does not have the advantage on wounded creatures thing. But this creature does have advantage on those who haven't taken a turn. They have the assassinate ability.
Shit.
Just like your old pal Faye. And he is going to drop down from the lines above with a short sword and try to just whoosh, sheathe that right into your back. Son of a bitch. That's a 4 on the die. That is not going to hit Darvin at all. I should have gone with this other attack. So they have multi-attack, but then they have this other fun special third attack that they have to just do on its own. So next time, if this doesn't work, this time he's just going to try to bite you. Okay, that's a 9 on the die. Oh, Arannis, you already used your cutting words, so don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Darvin, does a 16 hit?
No, not quite.
Oh, what's your AC?
17.
Ah.
Ba, 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 ba.
He gets a bite right onto your, well, you're not wearing armor, I suppose. It just snags some teeth in your clothes. Shakes loose and kind of lurks down. And that's it for their opening attacks. Now we get to move to you. Arannis, it is your turn. Darvin has just been assaulted by this Sahuagin, dropped down in some nice, loose, dark clothes. Finnigan has been assaulted by a few people now. What would you like to do? There are certainly other crew members who have not attacked yet. The captain is still back there. Your friends are still being taken away outside of the ship. What's the plan?
Okay, well, first I have a question.
Okay.
And I know we asked this last time, but I don't remember. How far away are the people that the ospreys have? How far are they from us right now?
Right now, they're like 50 feet away.
Okay.
About even with the ship, too, in terms of height.
Obviously, it's going to increase. I know that, but...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just so I have a sense of where I'm at. Okay. Finnigan is at half health.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to fix it.
Oh, okay. That's nice
Well,
of
I
you.
mean, there's 1,000 things I want to do, but I can't let him be taken out. Darvin, have you taken damage?
Not this. Yes, but not much.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out like what kind of healing I should do because I haven't taken much either. So I'm just gonna stick with regular old cure wounds, but cast it above level
Oh, I see.
in the hopes that it'll do more. You have half your health. Half of
Yeah.
what?
100.
So you're like 50.
I'm at 55.
Okay. So if I cast this at like level 4, it wouldn't be a miss.
I don't know what level 4 is going to do.
It's 4d8s.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Because I don't want to just give you like 1d8 worth of healing doing as much damage.
25 in one hit.
Yeah, that's not useful. Okay. So let me get some dice together.
Yeah, let's do that. Heal up Finnigan.
21. 4d8s.
That's not bad. That's good. That's better than average.
Heals up-ish what he took last time, but...
Mm-hmm.
No, it's literally exactly average because I add my charisma bonus to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 4s, a 5, and a 3. It was literally basically all 4s.
Okay.
But anyway.
Anything else you'd like to do, Arannis?
I mean, not really. Like, can't really do...
Okay.
I don't really have any, like, bonus actions except to give people bardic inspiration, but I kind of want to save that for cutting words so I can try to, like, stopgap save people from stuff.
Right. I think between Finnegan's Ring and your cutting words, you've got a couple of good defenses.
I mean, I have other stuff too, but...
Mm-hmm. I think you both have shield as well.
I have shield, I have counterspell.
Oh, that's right, you have counterspell.
Right. But I have to not use my reaction for other things in order to be able to use it.
Yeah.
Right. And
the problem is you only
I
get
couldn't
one
have used
reaction.
Shield, I couldn't have used shield anyway because I had already used my reaction.
Just like I can spell.
Gotcha. Okay. Very good, Arannis. Finnigan. What's up?
No, I was just saying I have all these charges. I should have powered it up.
Oh, all your divine
don't leave anything
charges.
on the table right now, yo.
I completely forgot to do that. I won't next time. If there is a next time.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do is use my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to point the ring at the group of osprey taking our friends around, and I'm going to release the casting of confusion that's in it.
Oh, okay. Which swarm would you like to target? Sam, Carolina, or Seth's?
The question is, how close are those swarms together? Because it is a 10-foot radius sphere.
Radius.
I suppose I should look up confusion here real fast and see how that
big.
works.
Oh, it's a 4th level spell.
That's hecka big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
20 feet across.
It's 20 feet across.
And 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that, given the size of your friends and how many birds it would take to lift each of them individually, you could hit 2 of these groups. So the question is...
The other question... Oh, go ahead. Finish that first.
I was going to say, which 2 do you want to target? Or, who do you leave out?
Then I have one question before that, and that is, are Sam and Carolina in Tamani form, or are they in human form?
Oh, they're in Tamani
they're
form.
Split form. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, okay. They're combined. Otherwise, the cat and the dog, they'd be down on the ground.
Which would be helpful for us if they take them away.
Oh.
Because I can talk to them. All right.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I see what you're saying. Hey, I'll keep that in mind in case we need a complication and maybe one of them splits and then you have, just Sniffins or just Scratch.
Okay. Then I am going to focus it on Seth and whoever's closest to Seth. If he's in the middle, then I would be picking Sam, only because I have the best kind of rapport with Sam. If he's on the end, then whoever's in the middle near him. No,
it'll be Seth and Sam then. You do remember that this will also hit Seth and Sam, right?
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm using confusion and not fireball.
Okay.
Confusion's not going to do damage to them.
Just making sure, because one of these confusion behaviors is attacking a creature nearby, which would be the birds.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What do they have to do?
So the spell assaults and twists the creature's mind, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled action. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere, centered at a point you choose within a range, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw when you cast it. And that is going to be against the original caster's spell save, which, if I'm not mistaken, and I just overflipped the page, is a 16.
It is a 16 indeed. I am keeping that table as well, because I need to know how many charges are in there in case you ever want to make it go boom. All right. Let me take a look. Wisdom, you say? Wisdom. How wise are these creatures?
He's not very.
Surprisingly, eagles are wise. Birds of prey are wise in D&D stat blocks, which is cool. A +2, but it's a bonus, which is surprising. So I will roll for Sam's birds and Seth's birds. They both failed. There's a 2
that's helpful.
4 and a 14, and then for Sam and Seth themselves. They both pass.
That is the best possible outcome.
Okay, so we've got 2 swarms of ospreys that are confused now. An affected target can't take reactions, and they must roll a d10 at the start of their turns to determine their behavior. Okay, so when it's their turn, we'll roll that, and we'll find out what happens. And they can attempt that save again at the end of the turns. Got it. Cool. Very nicely done, Finnigan. There's a burst of magic over there by the birds. 2 of the swarms start screeching and whatnot. The one that's carrying Carolina away, the swarm that's carrying Carolina away, is unaffected, and they will continue on unless otherwise stopped. Anything else, Finn?
Yeah, because that's my bonus action, and it doesn't count as my spell slots. I'm going to go ahead and launch a level... Let me double check and make sure I've got my spell slots right here. Sorry.
It's true. Releasing that spell does not count as casting a spell.
I'm going to launch a level 4 fireball at the caster who cast Cone of Cold at us. And it would hit anybody that's near enough for him.
Cool. What's this DC?
Let me double check, but I believe it's 18. Spell save is 18. Yep.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah, there's going to be some other people near them.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius sphere, so that's a 40-foot diameter.
Yeah, that's
Holy
like
shit.
That's a good chunk of the deck here.
Dang.
I'll start with them, and then I'll just roll for the crew en masse, because a lot of them they're very similar. These 4 are special. So let's start with them, who cast Cone of Cold. This merfolk. It's a Dex, right?
Dex, yes.
Ooh, no, they're not going to save. They came close, but no. All right, crew members of various sorts. Let's roll for you.
It's not funny.
No, they failed even harder. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh, my lord. I guess there's a reason why wizards cast Fireball.
Because it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's 21 damage. I literally rolled all like 1s and 2s.
It's a 4. A couple of 3.
Okay. There's this huge fiery explosion catching like a huge portion of this ship, burning and singeing many of Captain Edmundsen's crew. There's bits of fire running up the mast, burning at the edges of the sails. A few of the ship are going to be on fire duty and put that out if they can. But right now there's a bigger threat than just that fire, since someone just unleashed a fireball. I'm going to spread the love with this fire damage. Ha ha ha. Nearly dropping like a few folks.
I would have used my wall of fire, but I was afraid. I figured I wouldn't be able to keep concentration on both the confusion and the wall of fire. Even though it's not my spell, I figured I'm probably still going to have to keep that concentration.
Okay, and that's also going to hit the Fiend. The Fiend who has cast Phantasmal Killer on you, which means she needs to make a concentration check.
Yes, and then I will have to make my my save again too.
As long as she doesn't drop it, because you make your save
at end of turn. Yeah,
at the end of your turn, you will take this damage if she doesn't save. Let's see, so it's 21, so that would be 11. How's her con? It's all right. She does manage to maintain her concentration.
Remind me, that's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, that'll be a wisdom save. So she manages to maintain that illusion of Cyril's demise in front of you. So before your turn ends, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
It's an 18.
Okay, and what is her DC? Well, good news. You saved. You successfully push out that image of Cyril being killed in front of you, which means no psychic damage.
Yay.
That's kind of weak sauce for a 4th level spell. Yeah. Okay. After Finnigan, Cyril.
Yep, and Cyril's just going to tail whip the dude who's been attacking me. And she will have advantage because I'm standing right next to her and him.
We've got a Sahuagin here, this priest of Narlook.
Thank God for advantage. So 25 for the first one?
Ooh, yeah, that'll hit.
8 bludgeoning damage. And the second is a 24.
That's also going to hit.
9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That was very rude, Cyril. Very rude indeed. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
Alrighty. Darvin. Good old buddy Darvin.
Yo.
You've had a Sahuagin drop down and try to attack you. Unsuccessfully so far. Finnigan just released a fireball. There's been magic about. There are birds carrying away your friends. What would you like to do?
I want to attack my Sahuagin friend.
All right. He's kind of crouched down a little bit, wearing that dark hood. Go ahead and attack.
Okay, first attack with the leg sword. Is a 21.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to hit.
Nice, that will do 15 damage.
Very cool.
Second attack. Is a 12.
No, that's not going to hit.
Okay, I'd like to spend a key point. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, he just like swoops underneath the leg sword. Don't.
I'd like to spend a key point to throw 2 punches.
All right, let him have it.
Yeah. Punch. First punch is a 17.
That'll hit.
Nice. 6 damage. I rolled minimum there.
Mm.
Second punch is a 24.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I rolled max damage, 13.
Whew, very cool.
And that is all.
That's some nice bit of damage there, Darvin. As the fire and the smoke dissipates from the fireball and the crew is gathering themselves back up, they are going to return the favor and attack. Some of these sailors, some of these crew folk are very burned and not looking good. They're going to hold back if possible. Some of them are still doing all right. So first, Darvin, one of these crew members is going to grab onto a rope, swing around, land next to you, and try to smack you with this cudgel. Like, and crit fail.
Nice.
As they're swinging in, the rope has caught on fire, and it snaps at the last second, and they just slide in front of you. And the cudgel swings wildly about, missing you entirely. Next on the list, Arannis.
Yeah.
This sailor, she's got a crossbow on her hip and a cutlass in her hand, and she's going to charge you with this and make 2 quick whoosh, whoosh, slashing motions at you. Do you want the number on the die here?
No.
I'm just going to give them both at once then. Well, a 2's not going to hit, but a 20, I assume, will.
Yeah, it will.
A dirty 20. They did not crit on you. That'll be 7 slashing damage. Whoosh. Finnigan!
Yes.
This next crew member has a broken bottle. Gonna approach you and start jabbing at Cyril with this. Oh my gosh. That was an 18 and a 19 on the dice for these attacks.
Man.
I know. Don't worry, it's a broken bottle and it's going to break on Cyril's hide after the second slash, but oof. Cyril is going to take 18 slashing damage.
All right.
And finally for you, Finnigan, directly, another crewmate's going to come up and just kind of try to whack at you with the staff. Why is it that these people with the weak attacks roll so well? There's a 17 on the die and a 19 on the die.
Sweet. So much for that confusion spell.
Oh, these are 2 separate sources of damage, so we'll do these separately.
Sure.
This person's not very strong, so that's going to be 4 bludgeoning damage and 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, well, I crit failed the con save on that, so confusion's gone.
Oh.
And you said that was 4 damage?
Yeah, 4 apiece.
Awesome. Thank you.
Before we go to the top of the round, Captain Edmundsen, these folks have just boarded your ship. They've made an explosion. They're attacking your crew. Is there anything you would like to say? Is there anything you would like to do?
Well, I'm probably not going to come join the fight, because that's not my style, right?
I can't imagine why you would join the fight, unless you really want to. That'd be putting yourself in a lot of danger there, Captain Edmundsen. Is this a time for gloating, bargaining, cheering on your soldiers?
Ooh, cheering on my soldiers. That sounds fun.
I mean, it's not exactly bardic inspiration, but they enjoy being cheered on. Anything in particular the good captain would like to say?
Something like, good show, guys, good show. Keep up the good work. Put their lights out and such.
That reminds me, Captain. When unwanted passengers do arrive, what is the standing order there? Is it capture, kill, or deboard?
Deboard.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. Top of the round, the Osprey, no longer confused, right themselves and start heading off to the east, gaining some distance. They are carrying unwilling passengers, so they're only moving at half speed, but they are still getting like an extra 20, 30 feet away each round. Who do you have on the ground? Who do you have on the ground who might be able to do something? There's Felicity, there's Tonk, there's Morello, Parlin, Mahogany, Seth, Ristos. I think a couple arrows could be shot out. I think Morello and Mahogany know how to fire a bow and arrow, at least enough to pull it back and shoot an arrow. So they'll give that a shot. See if they can slow down those birds. I should be having you people roll for this. I should. We'll pretend I didn't roll that. Hey, who would like to roll for Morello and who would like to roll for Mahogany?
Not me, the way I'm rolling.
Right?
I guess I'll roll.
Okay.
I'll roll for Mahogany.
Okay. For Mahogany.
It's a 13 on the die.
Hey, nice. Would someone like to roll for Morello then? I know it's rough, but...
I can do it. I can manage, I think.
Okay.
Say 19 on the die.
Ooh.
Oh.
Very nice. So both of them managed to wing a bird. Enough to slow them down a little bit. Who were they targeting? Like, which group?
Oh, which were the groups again?
Sam, Carolina, and Seth.
Mahogany would have gone after the Carolina's birds just because they looked like they were still making progress while the other ones were temporarily stalled out.
All right. Who was Morello shooting at there, Nate?
Probably, I don't know. Not Arannis, but
yeah, Mahogany shot one that was carrying Carolina. You can target Carolina's group too. It's a swarm of birds.
No, I'm going for Sam. There we go.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Meanwhile, Felicity is trying to gather up some energy, gather up her strength. Darvin, you've seen her do this before. She is trying to create that air arm hand that she had shown you before. At this great a distance, you, Darvin, Arannis, Finnigan, would not be able to see anything that she's doing with it. But down there, down on the ground, you can see this outline of an arm forming in front of her, and she's pushing herself and extending and trying to reach out into the sky even farther. Let's see how well she's doing. God, that was almost a crit. She's able to maintain it, but she's going to need like another round before she can actually do something that far away, or at least attempt it. It's not something that she's used to doing, but she's trying. She's trying something. Well, back on the deck, you all continue to not make friends. Finnigan, you've already stopped this merfolk from casting Cone of Cold once. They are not ready to try that again, knowing how dangerous that could be if you just snatch it up. They don't know whether you're keeping it or counterspelling it or what, but they weren't fond of that. So they're going to do something a little bit lighter this time, and they're just going to simply cast Ray of Frost at you. So just a beam of cold comes shooting out in an attempt to hit you. And that's a 2 on the die.
Thank God.
Just sails past your shoulder, hits a mast, and there's a form of frost on it. Yeah, that's too bad. Okay. In which case, then, yeah, we're going to move back to the Sahuagin who clawed at you and was trying to bite you. You know, who's right there. They've definitely taken some damage. They're going to try that stuff again. They're going to start with the bite this time. They're going to try to get a little closer. They're going to try to get into that nice meaty shoulder. That is a 6 on the die. I don't suppose Arannis wants to do any cutting words on that.
Don't do it. Don't waste it.
Okay. No.
Okay. What's your AC?
12.
Then you're actually fine. They're going to try to claw at you. Hey, that's an 11 on the die.
That'll hit.
This time it will hit. This is claws. This comes again with the slashing and the cold. Jesus. 23 damage this time.
Okay, fuck this bitch. I'm gonna use a reaction here.
Ooh, what's the reaction?
I'm gonna cast a level 3 Hellish Rebuke.
Oh my.
Give me 1 second. Let me get my damage here. All right. Make a dex save. Versus 18.
Oh God. They have a +1 on this. Here we go. That's a fail. How painful is this?
She's going to take 4d10 fire damage. 26.
26?
Yeah.
Ay. So they slash at your chest and it freezes up cold, and then you just immediately return the favor with hot, burning pain. It startles the hell out of them. They're dropping to the ground, trying to put this fire out. Wait, is it actually fire or is it just hot?
It says you point your finger at the creature that damaged you, and they are momentarily surrounded by hellish flames.
Jesus. Okay, yeah. No, that freaked them the hell out. They're dropping and squirming on the ground, trying to put out the flames and put out the pain. Ooh, that was ouch.
Thank God for being a tiefling.
Uh-huh.
I can only get that for free at level 1, but I can still cast it at higher levels because I'm a wizard.
Right. Very nice.
Not a wizard, but wizard-based.
Mm-hmm. It's still a caster.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Darvin.
Yes.
Your cloaked friend, your hooded friend who dropped down from above and tried to sword you in the back. They have a friend next to them now. So what they're going to do is try to make their friend's life easier. They put the sword away and they pull out a garrote. And they're going to try to...
Oh, shit.
They're going to try to garrote you. Grapple strangle action here.
Oh, dear.
I know, right? So they pull out this little line, pull it taut, and a 15's not gonna hit, is it?
Nope.
All right. You managed to get away. Swoop out of the way. You're fine. That's all they can do. And then, oh yes, we've got the fishy fiend who tried to summon a phantasmal. Oh, they did summon a phantasmal killer, but didn't last, unfortunately. I don't know if it's more dangerous up close or farther away with you lot. They've got like one big ace up the sleeve, but they need to live long enough to be able to use it. Huh. All right. Arannis, this fishy fiend is going to try to cast a spell on you. You can be charmed, right, Arannis?
Oh, there's something weird about it, though. There's something weird because isn't there like an elfie thing about not being able to be charmed, but then we like changed the rules because I lost part of my elfiness?
Yeah.
And you know what? The one thing that I was like, oh, I don't need to write this stuff down because I don't need to remember that. Like, it's not going to come into play. That never comes into play.
Mm-hmm. Was it that you would have to make a saving throw against it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So in which case I'll give you advantage on this saving throw.
Okay.
Because it's already a saving throw. So I don't want to fully take that away from you. So yeah.
Oh, let's see. But
What?
They're casting a spell, huh?
Uh-huh. They are. She's about to cast Crown of Madness on you.
So she goes to... Sorry, I was going to do this before you said the name of the spell, just in case you were wondering. So she goes to, like, cast the spell, and I go, oh, not today, and I cast Counterspell.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a level 2 spell, so it is instantly countered.
Bam.
This
I was considering it, and then we started talking, and I was like, oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This crown of twisted, jagged iron begins to form around your head, and you just, like, wave it away. No. And it's gone. And that is just unfortunate for her that she doesn't get to do that. Arannis, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, son of a bitch.
Birds are still carrying your friends away. They're being slowed by the party down below, but...
Yeah, they're still carrying people away, and once again, Finnigan is almost dead, so I can't actually do anything about anything else because I have to keep Finnigan alive, which is not me being upset at Finnigan, just...
Upset at the situation.
Yes, that's all it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to cast this again, if I want to cast this, a proper noun would be helpful. If I want to cast Cure Wounds again at a level 4, and I want to expend one of my divine charges, can I make it just do max healing?
Can you just make it do max healing? Let me look at your charges again. I've got an idea, but I want to make sure I'm still within the realm.
Figured it was worth asking.
I think it would cost a charge per spell level that you'd want to... So you could spend 2 and have 2 of those dice be maxed out, or you could spend 4 and have all 4 be maxed out, you know?
Okay. Then, yeah, I want to spend 2 charges.
Okay.
So 2 of those are going to be 8s. Hang on.
I'll tell you what, you could even roll all 4 dice first.
Oh, so kind of you.
I know. That's because I'm going to be mean here in a minute, and...
Yeah, I figured. Well, one of them is an 8. Yeah, I'm still going to spend 2 charges.
Okay.
And max 2 of the other ones out. 29, 34.
That is a lot of health.
That takes me from negative 65 to negative 31. So thank you.
Well, I mean, apparently I can't do anything else this fight except just keep you alive. So if that's what I'm here for, that's what I'm here for.
Surviving is half the battle. Anything else you'd like to do, Arannis?
Oh, there's 6 or 7 things I'd like to do, but I can't.
Okay. In which case, Finnigan, it's your turn.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to blast this cone of cold out of this ring right into this lady in front of me and everybody behind her.
All right. Let's just use this ring.
Well, if I go down, I don't want to have anything with me that I didn't use.
Okay. So you turn this ring towards your foes and unleash this level 5 cone of cold. Blasts out. Let me look up cone of cold real quick. Oh, that's a con saving throw. Well, it'll be half damage even on a success. So, Finnigan, you get to roll 8d8 cold damage. And now I've got to roll a bunch of saves. That's spell save 16. No. Hey, they do succeed. Ooh, okay. All right. What do we have for damage, Mr. Finnigan, Mr. Tempest?
40.
40?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. A creature killed by this spell becomes a frozen statue until it thaws. So, we're about to have some statues. First is that priest of Narluk who's been clawing and biting at you. They are frozen.
Thank God.
We've got a couple members of the crew here who just get frozen solid. Froze. They succeeded on the saving throw, but that's just too much damage. They did not have 20 health left. They're just... I'm a little upset that the one who cast it on you does not have any sort of cold resistance. They're not frozen, but it's chilly for them. Brr. And that fishy fiend gal, she also took the full brunt of it. She's still up, but... it was mean. It was very mean. So yeah, several ice statues now. That's not cool. I mean, it's exceptionally cold, but it's not cool. Anything else you'd like to do, Finnigan?
Oh yeah, I'm not done yet. I'd like to try and move away from this ruckus. If there's a safe, are we split on the ship? Could I move away from the danger?
I mean, you could move closer to the bow of the ship. It's safer that way.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Okay. It's not safe, but...
Yeah, it's safer though. And then after I get out there, I'm going to use my action, because that was my bonus action, to use my last 3rd level spell slot and cast Fireball one more time, centered on the fishy Sahuagin that's been casting all her mind spells at us.
Wait, the
fishy fiend. Yeah.
She's a fiend.
Which I know she's going to have resistance to the damage, but I also know there's a ton of people around her that I can still hurt.
That's very mean of you. Very mean of you. Okay. Go ahead and start rolling your damage. I'll start rolling some dex saves over here. Is Fireball going to thaw those statues? I think so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got 31 damage.
Jesus. Just dealt 71 damage across 2 spells to huge swaths.
There's a reason you're not supposed to be able to cast 2 spell slots in one turn.
Oh, no, I know. And that's why I made the ring, because it's fun and it's big. So first thing that happens is all those folks who got frozen with the previous bit are thawed. They don't melt away. They didn't turn into water, but they thaw and they collapse on the ground. And there's water surrounding them. There's more smoke. There's more fire. Another crew member goes down. So yeah, the crew that was holding back because they were burned by the first fireball pretty much get wiped out between the cone of cold and the second fireball. This fiend friend of yours, she does not go down. Some of the fire ripples off of her. The merfolk who had cast the cone of cold on you originally, who's been doing some of this ice stuff, is not in a good place right now. They are less friendly when it comes to fire. Yeah. Is that all, Finnigan?
For my turn, yeah.
Okay. Cyril still has a friend next to her.
Yep.
There's a crewmate there, looking nice and buff and beefy. Oh, this is the one that stabbed Cyril with a bottle, broke it on her hide.
She's going to go ahead and try and tail whack this guy. That's a 18 on the die.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
10 damage.
Uh-huh.
And the second roll is a 26 again.
Mm-hmm.
Significantly less damage. 6 damage.
Okay. That still hurt. That was not friendly. It was not cool, Cyril.
That's it.
Darvin, you've got two people next to you. One of them just tried to garrote you, and the other one swung in and tried to cut you.
Gonna attack the garroter.
Good move. Good move.
First attack is a 25
That'll hit.
for 14,
Okay.
and then a 26
Yeah, it hits. Yeah, that hits.
for 9 damage.
Mm-hmm. They're still
Now
up.
I'm gonna throw a punch. Actually, I'm gonna spend a key point. Throw 2 again.
Throw 2 punches.
Nice.
First punch is at 18
Yeah, that hits.
for 10 damage.
Gosh.
And my second punch is a 21
Darvin is going to town. All right.
for 8 damage.
My goodness. You just lay into this person. Just blow after blow after blow. And they're bleeding, and they're a little unsteady. They're not done with you yet, though. Captain Edmundsen, although you have not lost control of your ship, there's been a lot of damage done to your crew. You've got people being frozen, things catching fire, you've got people melting, you've got all sorts of magic and blood being spilled on your deck. Your position is not as strong as it was at the end of the last round. Is there any way you would like to react, anything you'd like to do or say? Your words of encouragement did little to bolster them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at them.
You're going to berate them?
Yeah.
Anything in
Solid.
particular?
Yeah. Hey, dad sacks, put more muscle into the fight. Like this, and then I fake a punch, you know?
I love it. I love it. I think at the sound of all the combat and the fires from a hatch beside you, Captain, a hatch in the deck there, it lifts up and there's Lemons there, and I'm going to honor what you've said about him before. He doesn't speak, but he looks up as if to either, he wants to know, are you safe? Do we need to go? Do I need to step in? What's the situation? Because his main concern as your companion is your safety, not necessarily the ship's success. He just wants to know what is needed of him at this moment. Captain Edmundsen, how do you respond?
I command him to charge in. He's needed in battle.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Nate.
It's really mean to make the player work against his own interests.
Hey, the option to leave is on the table.
Apparently, it's only Darvin that always run away.
Lemons, though, is run in. And yeah, Captain Edmundsen, if you ever want to use that ace up your sleeve, just let me know. Everybody else, don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, Lemons joins the fray. But first, your party down below. Would folks like to roll for Morello and Mahogany firing arrows again?
I'll roll for Mahogany again.
All right.
I crit failed.
I'm so sorry, Mahogany. Nate, would you like to roll for Morello again?
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh, 5.
No, that's not going to do it, man. Arrows fly wide, fall short, as these osprey continue to try to make away with your friends. Sam and Carolina are struggling as best they can. Seth, he's not an adventurer. He might one day want to be. Maybe that's why he's traveling, but that's not him. He's a bookkeeper. He's a numbers guy. He has yet to have cause to put up a fight and struggle. And especially being this high up in the air, he really doesn't want to fall. Felicity is going to focus herself again and try to reach out. Ay. Okay. Question for the party. Or for Shannon, Chris, Nate themselves. Felicity is attempting something new and daring, and it is not going well. Is there anyone in particular that you would prefer she focus on? Or I can roll a die.
You mean like of the
Of
people
your three
we're fighting?
friends. No. Which ally? Who's up in the birds?
If it's not going well, Seth, because he's the only one I'm willing to lose.
Oh. If you got to make a hard
Right.
choice, yeah.
Wait,
I
lose
agree.
as in like gets kidnapped, or lose as in he falls to his untimely death?
You're saying it's not going well. Does that mean that it's not going well for her or for her target?
It's not going well for her, so it's going to have a limited effect, which is why she can't do more than just one. This isn't
Got
who
it.
she's going to
Okay.
hurt, it's who she can help.
Okay, I was unclear because usually when you say not going well, it means it's going to have some sort of negative effect on the target.
My apologies. I was not trying to, that's not what I intended. No. Limited effect, so she's only able to like reach out to
Got it.
one. And roll a die,
Well,
or you all can
my
make a
vote would
decision.
be Sam.
Yeah, Sam, 100%.
Yep.
Okay. Sam is also the person that she's probably spent the most time with, just because for a while there, Sam was in Capris too. I can make this a little bit more touching and meaningful, and that's she knows Sam's been captured before. She knows how terrifying that is, and she does not want to see him in that situation again. So she reaches up and out with this sky arm, let's call it. And Darvin, when you saw it, she formed a hand, an arm, just out of the sky around her, like just there off the end of her physical arm. And it took on the appearance of the sky around it. She reaches up and I want to say this is near sunset. You see a portion of the sky, a portion of the sunset in the shape of a hand pause for a moment in the sky, as if you can see the clouds and things moving behind it, and just a section of it stops. And then you see fingers curl out of that sky and grab onto Sam's ankles. And Felicity is down there struggling. Parlin is down there, kind of holding onto her, helping her pull back. Tonk is trying to give some inspiration as an aspiring bard. He really wants to try to fulfill that role. He's trying to be inspirational. He's helping out that way. And yeah, Carolina has this sky arm, this arm of Favon reaching out and holding on to Sam's ankles, keeping him in place as the other two groups continue to move. And at this point, Rystos has flown up. He's not coming over the deck of the ship at all. He's still off to the side. He's off on the starboard side. He's watching, kind of like note-taking. Not writing anything down, but definitely taking note of everything that's happening. Looking on, he's like, keep up the good work, gang. I think you got this. And with that, we'll bring this chapter to a close. But the story will always continue. Thanks again to all of our Patreon patrons for your support. If you'd like to become a patron, go to patreon.com/Skyrend Podcast and pick out a level that's right for you. Before we go, I'd like to give special thanks to everyone at the $5 and up tiers. At the $5 City Council level, thank you, Shannon DeMello. At the $10 Mayor level, thank you, Christopher DeMello. At the $15 Governor level, thank you, Paul Calicott, Phoenix Bryan, and Sierra Jones. Thank you for listening to this chapter in Seasons of Skyrend. If you like what you heard, please leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you find us. If you want to chat, we're on Twitter at Skyrend Podcast. You can join our Discord server, or you can email us at skyrendpodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us online at skyrendpodcast.com. As always, thanks to Daryl Barnes for creating our theme music. You can find them on Twitter at DarylBarnes_. We also want to thank the talented at Gabby_Desu on Twitter for our fantastic podcast art. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next time on Seasons of Skyrend.